Please enjoy this clip from MF'er In The Kitchen, which is my guest segment on the Nomad Network.
So without further ado,
Chef Trips is MF'er In The Kitchen.
Shout out real quick. Shout out to our guy Hair Bear for the production on that. That was a Hair Bear beat, and it's gonna definitely serve two masters because it's gonna get reused. But shout out to Hair Bear for the production. It's Chef Trips time, man. What's going on, cuz?
Hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
we can do both.
We hear you, brother.
Welcome to the kitchen of Chef Trips. I'm your owner and proprietor, Chef Trips, and for the Nomad Network, you can also refer to me as a MF'er in the kitchen.
Indeed.
And for tonight, we will be preparing, by request, healthier chicken tenders. So we will just be using very basic, healthier ingredients. No deep frying, no flour, and none of that nonsense. And then also, while we cook, we have the as they say, accoutrements, the condiments of the different sauces that we offer here at Chez Trips that you can have served with your chicken tenders. And you can also make the sauces at your own house with the healthier ingredients and make them sweeter or spicier or tangier or hotter or however you prefer for your taste buds and your dietary requirements and or restrictions. So we can show those while the food is cooking. And so I will get to the cooking, and then the kids of the Canucks, he can inform me of any questions or comments from the chat of the No Maniacs, which hello, and then we can have the conversation from there.
Right on.
We cooking. He sounds like he's cooking some kind of healthy version of chicken tenders, Crimson. And I'm interested to see where this goes. This comes at the request of my girlfriend. It was just like, so ask him to make some chicken tenders. I'm like, okay, that's like the most boring shit in the world. But okay, I'll ask him. You know what I mean?
So what we have done now, we have the olive oil in our skillet over a medium heat. And we will be adding a tablespoon of butter to the olive oil. And then once the butter is all melted, we will be introducing our chicken tenders that I've already cut from 2 chicken breasts. And then I cut those in half and cut those in half and then cut those in half the long way. And so they're all about the same size and should cook almost same time. But since I already know that the center of the skillet gets a little bit hotter than the outside, I will put the thicker pieces on the center. So it should all cook about the same time.
Hold on now, Chef. You just said you're making a healthier version of the chicken tenders, man. My jeans got tight the minute you said olive oil and butter.
Well, this is unsalted butter, and it is a good fat for the frying and for the flavor, and the olive oil to help circumvent, so we're not using all butter.
Oh,
a little flavor will not hurt you, as you are the health enthusiast of the program, and butter is good for you, and it helps also flavor and make your food taste better.
Hey, we got keto people. I ain't the only keto person, kid. We trying to get kids in there. I'm beating him up like every chance I get to try to get him where he need to get to. And you messing it up, kids. Don't watch this shit, man. Just turn your camera off.
What kind of season?
No, man, that unsalted butter, he's right, and olive oil is straight up keto. You got to keep your research up, man. You got to keep your research up, doc. That's some healthy fats.
does it? I just eat it. I can't believe it's not butter and just believe in it.
Oh, good God! You can't. That's not keto. That's the least keto shit that you could possibly eat.
That is very. That I can't not believe it's not butter. It's not butter. They can't believe it because of all the chemicals and ingredients and additives that it is. Because it is not butter, and there is no fucking way you would believe that shit. So we get the good fats, like the Canucks was saying. You have the bad cholesterol. You have the good cholesterol, and so far this is the good cholesterol.
Good cholesterol. That's what I was just about to ask, Chef. I'm also going to ask Chef, what did you use as seasoning on that chicken, man? Because it's looking a little light over here. I can't. We need to zoom in to see exactly what you put on there.
Well, what we did earlier, I pre-seasoned, which I will add now that you mentioned it. But I will add some paprika. And for those of you who add seasonings over your food while you cook it, always verify that the lids are on tight, as you don't want to dump all of these spices into your food. And then also, fun fact, as we were talking last week about condensation, if you get the crusties on top, that is just the condensation from the steam going into your spices, and that's what makes it crusty up here. So just wash that off and brush it right into your foods.
Hey, Chef, what can I do about my seasonings? What can I do about my seasonings in the cabinet? They keep getting rock hard when I ain't use them after a while.
One moment, please, and then we add a little salt of the natural sea varieties across our chicken tenders as they are frying here. And then we will also add a little ground black pepper.
Chef Trip don't give a shit about your hard seasoning.
He sure don't.
Well, no, your hardened seasonings, sometimes that means you have what causes the hardening is the moisture or the condensation or any kind of thing that makes it wet. So your tops may not be screwed on as hard, but even if they are chunky, you take like an ice pick or a fork or something safe and you poke it loose and it will come out crumbly. So it is not, let's say, garbage because it is hard and crunchy. You can just chip it off like a rock and sand it down, and it comes back and it's beautiful.
Everybody know you can do that, man. You shanking the damn seasoning up. I know that.
Say we ain't throwing that shit away.
He said put some popcorn from him.
He's a chef. He is a MacGyver. You know what I mean?
well, also there is only so much you can do with these spice bottles as they are so small. As we learned last week, I utilize like this bigger container over here to keep my brown sugar, and I keep the slice of bread there inside. Can you see that right there? Can we go to the big screen in the middle for the kitchen cam, please, Mr. Producer Kids? So right here.
I don't know how to do that one. Give me a second. Let me see if I can do that. Hold on.
Okay. And so we
put the producer Kids.
Thank you very much. And so we put a piece of bread in here, and the bread is pretty stiff, pretty hard. But the brown sugar is very light and flaky. And most people's brown sugar is very rock hard. But the premise being that there is enough room in this container that the bread can fit in and absorb all the moisture, keeping the sugar light and airy. But we cannot do that in the spice containers because of the size restrictions.
Hey, bread ain't gonna mold in there, man.
I got people teasing the strips because if you're talking about Scroll talking about we be keeping seasoning for 6 years. Man, you a black man or not, Scroll? Everybody got seasoning old ass seasoning, man. You know damn well we got old. You got some old ass seasoning. Your mama got some. Everybody got some. Ain't
the seasoning only gets better as it ages, as it gets more powerful, strong, and potent.
I was just gonna say, Scroll's got a better question though, man. Let me just throw that up here. I gotta find it though. No, not that one. Here, where is it now?
Nah, you got some paprika in there. He ain't lying.
Come on, Scrolls. Where's that question? It was great. I was laughing. It was
Samuel, tell the truth. You got some old ass season in there, don't you?
Old ass season. You still find something, especially when you're barbecuing. That's when because when I'm barbecuing, I go in the cabinet and I look for all the seasonings because I'm like, I'm about to hook something up. You find something really old, like you say, it's all hard and crusty. You beat it across the counter a little bit, loosen it up, and you let it do what it do, baby.
Why does Chef Trips talk like Elijah Muhammad?
You're Muslim, that's why.
No, I'm not I'm not of the Muslim religion, but assalamu alaikum to all of the brothers and sisters out there. And I do not know, as I am from Chicago and other places over by there.
I'm sorry. That was great. That was good stuff. I had to acknowledge that one. Well played, girls. Well played, brother.
And then as we have turned our chicken tenders over, we will now season the other sides.
All right.
Black man in America.
As you're seasoning that up, we'll get a little bit of love to this Raising Cane sauce, man. How about it?
Please do.
Honey mustard sauce. A sweet heat with a bit of a tang. Try it for yourself. Perfect for chicken tenders, salads, sandwiches, roasted veggies, potato chips, or anything that you would like this condiment on. In a sealable jar or a bowl, combine 1/4 cup of mayonnaise or plain Greek yogurt to make it a bit healthier, 1/4 cup of honey, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice or vinegar, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Mix well. Then give a taste to see if you need to add any more of the ingredients to your taste preferences. After another good mix, seal the container and refrigerate for at least 30 minutes before using. And it is beautiful.
That's pretty good.
Beautiful.
I'm sending that one to my girlfriend.
Yeah, that looks beautiful.
My girlfriend a honey mustard girl. I ain't no honey mustard person.
Yo, honey mustard will change your life too, man. I've had it on certain things. I'm like, what is that flavor? And it for the most part, it's almost always honey mustard. But anyways, I was trying to play the Raising Cane and I messed up. So let's get at it.
And she liked the hot honey mustard.
Try this bold, tangy, peppery, flavory sauce in your own kitchen, as it will go with tenders, sandwiches, french fries, or whatever. And it will be beautiful. In a sealable jar or a bowl, combine 3/4 cup of mayonnaise, or to make it a bit healthier, use plain Greek yogurt, 3 tablespoons of ketchup, 1 tablespoon of hot sauce, 5 teaspoons of the Worcestershire sauce, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 3/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and a pinch of celery salt. Mix until combined and smooth. Taste to see if you need to add any more ingredients. Cover and refrigerate to let rest for a minimum of 6 hours before use. Enjoy!
My girlfriend gonna be all
You
over.
can find all of the ingredients and step-by-step instructions on the easy-to-navigate Shay Trips page at sportschicagostyle.com.
Gotta love it.
My girlfriend gonna be all over this shit.
Raising honey
And so now, for the next video, we will queue up the duck sauce. But right now, as you can see, I am introducing another tablespoon of butter and garlic to the hot spot of the skillet, and I will saute for about 30 seconds before mixing with the rest of the chicken.
Okay.
Looking good.
As we can see, our tenders are basically cooked, nice and through, nice and soft. We want to keep the garlic moving, as garlic can burn very fast, very easily, and burnt garlic is not so delicious.
Hey man, hey, your girl said she waiting on your ass. Said you
So
taking too
now, as we have got the garlic in, we're going to move the chicken tenders around in that baiting of the garlic to get them all coated on both these sides. And this will disperse all of the juices. And so now that the garlic is pretty covered, we will introduce our Italian seasonings over the top.
I like the fact that he's doing this as healthy as he can do it. I love it. I love it.
And then we put that in there. And so
It's making me
as we let these simmer for a little bit more, I will also add a tablespoon of water to deglaze the skillet
Hey, Trips.
and get all of the crunchy good bits in there. Yes, sir.
Berlin said, man, you ain't making enough. You're supposed to put that other 2 or 3 packs in there.
Other 2 or 3 packs of what?
That chicken, she said you only made 1 pack of chicken. That's for her. That ain't
Well, she's
Say,
gonna
what
have
you
to
gonna
go
eat?
on a diet.
What she say? What you gonna eat?
pretty much.
Now, while the water that I introduced simmers out, go ahead and play the duck sauce video, please, Mr. Ted Stickenose.
I don't know if Kids is there.
which you can find in
Edge is here.
Oh, okay.
Boom and boom.
easy recipe here on the channel or on the website at Sports Chicago Style. Half teaspoon of garlic powder. Stir all together. Serve immediately or store in the
I do
refrigerator.
not think that
up
is
to
the
a
right
week
video,
in
or
a
it did not
sealed,
start at the beginning.
Let's try again.
which is the perfect balance of sweet, tangy, and savory flavors. Add 1 cup of apricot jam, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. Add 1 teaspoon of sweet chili sauce, of which you can find an easy recipe here on the channel or on the website at Sports Chicago Style. Half teaspoon of garlic powder. Stir all together. Serve immediately or store in the refrigerator up to a week in a sealed jar. Enjoy! Try this easy homemade duck.
And there's a duck sauce.
Hey, Trips.
Yes.
So what you gonna do with all that leftover duck sauce with old Berlin waiting on you? You gonna use it
Well,
on?
sometimes you can use the duck sauce with like plain potato chips, like with the ridges, because they are very thick and they can hold like a dip, but they can use the sauce. But you can also use them on nipples and toes.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
And sometimes Mr. Brown Eye.
Not nasty.
And when you have to toss the
Not
salads
Mr.
in,
Brown.
in the kitchen terms, you give
Oh my
the sauces like the movie The 9.5 Weeks, when they were in front of the refrigerator on the floor, being very erotic with the foodstuffs. You can do the same with the fruits, with the vegetables,
man.
and
You
it's
went
not
full
just
Mickey Rourke on your
not
ass.
just an eggplant, not just the eggplants.
You went full Mickey Rourke, man.
Nasty Nathaniel in the building.
On that note, let's get to the let's just rock out on some sweet and sour sauce, because like I don't know where he's gonna slather that.
I throw the rest of that shit in the garbage, man. You better not use.
Vegetable oil over a medium-low heat. Add
Well, you got to start from the beginning.
a small
They're starting midway through, but here we go. One more again. No.
today from Shea. Homemade sweet and sour sauce with pineapple tidbits.
Mm.
It is beautiful. In a saucepan, heat the vegetable oil over a medium-low heat. Add garlic and then a small pinch of cayenne pepper and stir for 2 minutes. Mix in the vinegar and the soy sauce. Then add the brown sugar, and to make it a wee bit healthier, I am using stevia brown sugar instead of regular. Add the ketchup and cook until simmering, stirring often. Add the juice and cornstarch mixture, then bring to a boil, whisking constantly until thickened. Reduce the heat to low and simmer for 3 to 4 minutes. Mix in the pineapple tidbits and season with black pepper to taste. For all of the ingredients and instructions, visit the Shea Trips page at sportschicagostyle.com. Customize the ingredients according to your taste and or dietary requirements.
Quick question, you guys.
Store in the refrigerator in a jar or a closed container. Enjoy.
Quick question, fellas. When you get your Asian food, Chinese food, whatever you want to call it, what do you go for? You go for the sweet and sour, or you go for the duck?
Sweet and sour, baby.
Usually sweet and sour.
Yeah, I don't mess with the duck.
I like the duck.
And for many times in many of the neighborhood places, they do not have the duck sauce.
That's
That
usually
is
what-
more your medium to higher end locales.
Yep. It's the sweet and sour or the soy. That's what you really should have asked.
I mix them up. I mix them up on my fried rice and shrimp
Oh
fried
yeah,
rice.
you gotta put a little bit on that fried rice.
Dog, he gonna. I ain't finna fall into Tripp's trap, man. He gonna get you hungry every time you watch him cook him shit. Trust me when I tell you. But hey, Trips, man.
But now, yes. But now, while we are letting the rest of these flavors simmer, I will show you the condiments that 2 of the condiments that we saw earlier. And if you can see here, go full screen. This will be the honey mustard sauce. As you can see, it now the flavors have had the opportunity to marry a little bit, and they've had coitus many times and conjugal visits, so it's nice and thick, and you can see drip from the chopstick. So this will also be one of the flavors here.
Did you say nice and thick?
Nice and thick, not thin.
You were supposed to repeat that.
And so now, over here, behind off the camera, I am releasing the steam from the instant pot where I made some beautiful brown rice. And as that steam releases, I will also show you another one of the sauces, which is the Raising Cane sauce. As you can see, it is very black peppery, and it is the recipe that some people call a comeback sauce because it has the hot sauce in there. But this is basically the same Raising Cane's recipe, and it is very smooth, it is very creamy, and it is very peppery. And because you are making it in your own kitchen, you can customize it as you will with more or less pepper, more or less whatever ingredient it may be.
Hey, chef.
Yes.
You ain't walking around in your drawers and church socks, are you?
With a t-shirt on.
It gets hot in the kitchen.
Just a t-shirt and some flip-flops.
Well, that's what you wear when you're cooking in the kitchen as the heat gets so intense from the beautiful foods that are cooking. So now that the steam has released from the rice, I will unlock the top and then fluff it around. And these sauces, these condiments, these that we mentioned before that we saw the videos of, if you want to snazz up a bowl of just plain rice, you can throw a tablespoon of whatever sauce and you mix it up in the rice and you have a flavorful distraction from that you are just eating rice.
Shout out to Willie Neal who just busted up in this piece. Shout out to everybody who just came in here for the first time in the chat. Anybody that's not subscribed to the channel, we'll turn him down for a minute. Anybody not subscribed to the channel, you would do us a great service, great favor by hitting the subscribe button. We will very much appreciate that, you guys.
Right on. While the chef is chefing, we will get to the next flavorful sauce, being sweet chili sauce.
I've never tasted this.
You've never had the sweet chili? The sweet chili's good, man. I'm telling you.
That sweet chili off the chain.
What y'all be eating it on?
Kind of depends.
Any chicken.
Yeah, chicken for the most part. You know what? What sauce is fire? Is that Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A.
What?
I think didn't you make that trip?
He made the Polynesian. I gotta go look up that recipe.
What was that again, please?
The Polynesian Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce. Now that I can put that.
I have not done that one specifically. I did the two different kinds of the sweet and sour, one with the pineapple tidbits and one without. But I will look into the Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce, as the Samo says, for future videos.
Yes,
it's online, man. I saw it recently this week.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Check
For real.
that one out.
It didn't seem all that hard to make either.
What it tastes like? What's the Polynesian shit taste like?
Man, I can't even describe it. It's like a sweet, spicy, got a little bit of spice to it.
Well, being Polynesian, it should have a pineapple sweetness to it. And now, as you can see here, I am starting to nice plate. I am sorry, as Minister Charles will be upset at me as well, as I forgot to pull out a vegetable. But we will survive. So now,
to make
we
this
have a
easy
little
and delicious Asian chicken marinade, you will need a resealable bag.
Damn. Why does it keep doing that?
That was the Asian chicken marinade, which is very good when you want to make a chicken stir fry or make a chicken dish with just a little flavor from the Far East.
You know what it's bad for, though? It's bad for me running this sweet chili sauce promo for you. That's all I'm trying to do, Eric. And it keeps going to another video. But I will run this. I swear. You know what? I will do it the old-fashioned way.
I ain't never had Raising Cane's. I don't Chick-fil-A.
I never had Raising Cane's either.
You like Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A off the chain, yes sir.
You thought that was overrated.
It's off the chain.
I wanted.
The Polynesian
like original recipe.
The original chicken sandwich.
Yep, the original. I don't like the sandwich. I just get the little nuggets.
Oh.
But there's like original. It's like tastes like KFC original recipe a little bit to me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Somebody I know had a bad experience in there. Why the first time I went to Chick-fil-A, which my food was okay, but his shit was fucked up. Not his food, but his actual drink. It was a fucking roach frozen in an ice cube.
Ooh.
And I was just like, you know what? This food was, it wasn't even over the top and all like they make it seem like when you down in the South. And I'm just like, fuck that. I ain't going back there no more.
Where was this? This was at Chick-fil-A?
In Atlanta, man, at Chick-fil-A.
Look, so I've only been to Chick-fil-A the one time, right? I went the one time. It was they actually just opened one here in town, but I was in Toronto and we were driving around and I went to the Chick-fil-A. Problem is, the day before on the way up to Toronto, I stopped at Wendy's and I got a Wendy's Asiago chicken ranch sandwich. I don't know if y'all ever had the Wendy's chicken sandwich. It's the spicy, it's a badass chicken sandwich. I'm just saying, it's a good chicken sandwich. I got the chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A and I'm like, you know what? Like, this is so overrated. The Wendy's sandwich is it's at least on par, if not better than this sandwich that I'm eating at Chick-fil-A. I don't understand what the hype is. You know what I mean? So I had the fries and the Polynesian sauce dip, which was good. Like, I appreciated that. But I was like, chicken sandwich for chicken sandwich. I ain't driving to Toronto for Chick-fil-A. Screw, you know what I'm saying?
Well, as the legendary hip hop group Public Enemy said, don't believe the hype.
It's a sequel.
And so now, if we go to the main cook camera, please, as you can see, I have the brown rice as the bed with the chicken tenders laying there nice and softly. And then on the side, I have the cane sauce and the honey mustard sauce for right now. And so for this piece of chicken, for the taste test, I am cutting it with my fork. And then we can look in there and we can see how beautiful and white and juicy it is. So I will take a taste. And of course, you always take a taste of your food with no sauce on it, because sometimes you don't need sauce. But I'm making these sauces here for the visualizations.
Oh no.
What's wrong?
It looks good. No, don't listen to me.
It is very subtle. You can taste the buttery difference, so that does make a difference as opposed to just using olive oil. And the Italian seasonings are very light and very subtle. And then the garlic is very beautiful mixed with that butter. And then the succulence of the white meat is very good, as we cooked it over a medium heat. So we did not overcook it to make it dry out or stringy.
Hey, Berlin said, don't you eat shit else. That's it. Now bring me the plate.
Hey, boy, you just made me hungry and butt.
So these are some ways that you can make the chicken tenders that don't have to be all crunchy and unhealthy with the crust and the frying and all of that nonsense. You can enjoy the flavors in your own kitchen with the different sauces from the different restaurants that you can make in your kitchen with the healthier twist and ingredients and customized to your taste and your dietary requirements and or restrictions, as I said before, and in a little to no time at all, and also save money with the budgets, because while those fast food restaurants are using poor quality food, a lot of pesticides and bad bad sciencey stuff in the food, they are also overpriced. So you can save money and be healthier and enjoy your foods, as we have to eat every day and you have to enjoy your foods. So these are the chicken tenders, and I hope you will try this recipe in your kitchen.
Hey, Chef, one more thing before you get out of here.
Yes.
You and Berlin ain't gonna do nothing nasty after this, are y'all?
Well, that is like saying, are you not going to get wet when you take a shower? Berlin,
sit your ass down.
She is very freaky deaky. So anytime, every time, all the time, and not ever, none of the time. There's always freakiness. So I would like to thank everyone for. Oh, you can go to me now, Mr. Producer, on the camera. I would like to thank everyone for allowing effort in the kitchen into your household, into your device, into your world. And I hope you tried these recipes. Now, please go to sportschicagostyle.com and you can go to the Shea Trips page. That's here. And you can find all of the ingredients and all of the instructions for all of the recipes and the video recipes that I have made. And then there are also, we have put together and edited the live clips from here on the Nomad Network and put those up live as well to show the foods and how you can be healthier and still enjoy your meals and not spend so much money. So sports, Chicago style, and those are also the name to support on the Kofi, the Patreon, and to follow on the social media platforms of the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Blue Sky, and then follow and like the videos on the YouTube page, Sports Chicago Style.
Shout out to Chef Trips, man. No, for real, y'all. Y'all need to check him out, man, because his recipes and all that stuff is catching hot fire over there. Really catching hot fire, and he's starting to really gin up some traction over there. I'm telling y'all, man, the way Trips does his thing on Sports Chicago Style is very unique, man. And I think people really starting to take to it. That's what it is in this business, man. You got to really be adamant about putting your stuff out there, and I ain't got nothing but respect for you. Just don't do no nasty ass shit, man. After this over,
the sauce boss. I'm gonna start
Open
calling Chef
wide.
T the sauce boss.
that looks good, man.
It does, man. You're making me hungry. You got
You want to wrap your lips around this sweet meat, don't you?
Oh no!
Wow.
cut.
Man, sit your ass down.
So once again, thank you very much. And now I have to go as the work is never done here in the kitchen of Shea Trips. So
All right.
remember all of these social media platforms, and I look forward to seeing you next time on a MF'er in the Kitchen.
Hey, tell Triple R to come holler at me on the podcast, man. We still got a little time.
I will do. Now, are there any other questions or comments that I should know about or hear or address from the Nomaniacs before I depart?
One thing I heard somebody said you need. Did you get the Polynesian sauce? Somebody said if you ain't tried that, you gotta try it.
Yes, that is on my mental list to pursue and to show the easier recipe for.
So there's two sauces that I haven't rolled yet. So let's roll those sauces before you get out of here, Chef.
Please do.
So here's that sweet chili I've been trying to roll this whole time.
To make this easy and
Good Lord
delicious
above
Asian
me.
chicken marinade,
It
you
really
need a-
wants to play the Asian chicken marinade. I'm just saying. I don't know why it really wants to play the
Give me a little
Asian
bit.
chicken marinade, but maybe we should just allow it to play the Asian chicken marinade and call it a day with that.
How many times?
Now we're getting into other stuff. Give me a second.
All right, have you been drinking, Kids the Canucks?
Only a little bit. Only. There has been a little bit of alcohol involved in the night. I'll just let you guys. I'll let you guys know.
I understand now. We understand.
All
That's
right.
what they
So
call
maybe
it,
we
extra sauce.
maybe we skip that particular sauce and we go to the other sauce, and maybe this one will actually play. Let's try this one. Boom. All right.
Actually, he does got a question. Shorty asked him a question.
What's Mr. Shorty saying?
What he says Shea Trips. Can Shea Trips make an oatmeal based meatloaf with sauce? Hell no! I didn't ask you that. Don't you be type of motherfucker that putting raisins in the goddamn potato salad, man. You can't be doing shit like that.
How do you
No,
make
you cannot have raisins in the potato salad, as the health inspector sometimes confuse those for la cucarachas.
Valentini Caminas.
La cucarachas.
He ain't get none of that, dog. Not at all.
All right, here we go with the dragon sauce then.
unleash the fiery kick of dragon sauce.
Here we go.
Add this sweet, tangy, and spicy condiment to any dish. In a small saucepan, combine 1 teaspoon of minced ginger, 2 cloves of minced garlic, 1/4 cup of honey, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sriracha sauce,
Okay.
Half cup of soy sauce. Heat the saucepan over medium heat and bring the mixture to a gentle simmer, stirring occasionally. Slowly whisk in the cornstarch slurry and stir consistently as the sauce will thicken to a smooth consistency. Once thickened, remove from the heat and let cool slightly.
Oh.
Use immediately or store in a sealed jar for later. Enjoy!
Love it.
Okay.
Unleash the fiery kick of dragon sauce.
How many times?
Unleash the fiery kick of dragon sauce.
That is a very good sauce, and it is sweet, it is spicy, and it makes the flavorful party on your taste buds on your tongue.
I'm gonna have to try.
Are
it
you
out.
still having issues with the chili sauce video, Mr. Kitts?
Berlin said you can't put that chili, that dragon sauce on her no more.
Yeah, she
And-
did think it was a UTI, but she went to her doctor and it was all clear. And he said, "Have you had any soy sauce in your cooch lately?" And she said yes.
Shit, get his ass off the screen.
All right, we're gonna try this one more time. And
Try this condiment of sweet chili sauce, which is a delicious blend of tangy, sweet, and spicy flavors that you can put on any dish. Add 1/3 of a cup plus 2
Yeah.
tablespoons of sugar. I am using stevia instead of granulated sugar to make it a bit healthier. 1/3 cup of rice vinegar, 1/3 cup of water, 1 tablespoon of red chili pepper flakes. Use more or less according to taste. 1.5 teaspoon of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, or you can substitute dry sherry. 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of minced ginger. Over low heat, bring to a boil, stirring often. Finally, add 2 teaspoons of cornstarch dissolved in 1 tablespoon of water. Then cook for about 1 minute more. The sauce will thicken more once cooled. Once cooled, pour into an airtight jar and store in the refrigerator for up to 1 week. Enjoy!
Yo, that's awesome.
And now, what you
Yes,
do
sir.
really need to remember when utilizing these sauces, they will not last in your refrigerator like the processed ones because they do not have all of the preservatives in there. So you want to utilize them, within that week time frame for your meal and your leftovers of that meal.
Cool, but if you have all the extra ingredients to make it, you can make it whenever you want. So you don't really need, to preserve it the whole time, right? There you go.
Which is the beauty of being able to create whatever you want to eat in your own kitchen, the way you want to, when you want to. Very good comment, Mr. Katz the Canucks.
Thanks. I do what I can.
So once again, Mr. the Nomad, the Samo, nice to see you here, and the Kaz the Canucks, and all the Dinomaniacs. I hope to see you again soon, and on the MF'er In The Kitchen right here on the Nomad Network, and then also at Shea Trips there at Sports Chicago Style. So until next time, bye.
Peace.
Later. Chef T.